So joining me now is Tulsi Gabbard, Congresswoman from Hawaii. She is one of two House Democrats who broke with their party and voted against the stimulus bill, and she joins us now. Congresswoman, great to have you here tonight. Thank you for being here. So why did you vote against the bill?
Because this bill was a slap in the face to the American people. People who are sitting in their cars waiting in line for hours to get free food from the food bank, people who've been without jobs for months, people who are concerned about getting evicted from their apartments or their homes because they haven't been able to pay their rent. To say that it's okay to give hundreds of billions of dollars to corporate special interests, to foreign countries, to the military-industrial complex, but to the American people who are struggling and suffering and who need help the most, you get $600. It's an absolute insult, and the American people deserve better.
You know, on the defense bill, as I said, there is $7 billion in there. We heard from General Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, that he was very concerned about the Chinese buildup of the Navy. He feels that we are unprepared in terms of our naval ships, and he wants to put that money towards that. Do you think that that is a wise idea? And how ready do you think we are, given your own experience and your service in Iraq?
Well, that's a very big topic about our defense priorities, and whether you look at the big, massive spending bill that I voted against a couple of nights ago, that's one area where we should be asking questions about how our taxpayer dollars being used in a responsible way that best serves the emergency that we are facing. I think you're also talking about this National Defense Authorization Act. I've actually voted against this bill when it came to the House floor for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is a massive, bloated spending bill. It heightens up the new Cold War we're in with increasing tensions between the United States and Russia and China, really with serious consequences. We're talking about nuclear-armed nations here, and we've got to focus on how we can best de-escalate those tensions. But it also includes a provision in there that ties this president or any president's hands as they're trying to bring our troops home from Afghanistan. So, you know, I know Trump vetoed this bill earlier today, and one of the main reasons he did so was because of this provision, Section 230, right? This thing that has to do with giving big tech companies like Google and Facebook and Amazon total legal immunity. And the reason why he's taken a stand on this, and I support his position on this, is because Congress has failed to act in making sure that the American people have a fair and free opportunity to the public square, and to make sure that these tech companies that are censoring people, that are choosing whose voices are heard and whose aren't, taking sides in political elections, that they are not immune from lawsuits. And so I think it's a critical thing to hold Congress's feet to the fire, because I've introduced legislation to fix Section 230. Other people have as well. They have failed to take action, and the American people deserve to know that these big corporations don't have greater influence over their representatives in Congress than the American people do, which is unfortunately the situation that we're in right now.
Yeah. Just quickly before I let you go, I know that you spoke out about the fact that some members of Congress, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, was showing off her vaccination. She did a cute Instagram video of, you know, the whole thing, and it sort of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. What do you want to say about that tonight?
Look, I think of people like my aunt, who's, you know, she's 65 years old. She has a severe underlying health condition that's compromised her immune system. She has basically been imprisoned in her home because she knows that if she goes out, she faces a very real danger of dying if she catches COVID. It is people like my aunt, it is the elderly, the most vulnerable, who should be getting this vaccine first, right alongside our first responders and high-risk healthcare workers, because this is really a matter of life and death for them. For others, if my colleagues, I've called on them, if members of Congress, if you are healthy, if you are under the age of 65, join me in refusing to get the vaccine until our seniors and elderly Americans are able to do so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with you on that. Congresswoman, great to have you here tonight. Thank you very much.
Martha.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Great seeing you.